The Boom, the newest show sweeping fantasy football across the nation. But first, before we get started into the games this week as we kick off the NFL, we want to give a shout out to our man Josh Lewis. The Know It All Show has been going on for year after year after year. And unfortunately, the league came down and said with a tainted victory last year, a tainted show due to COVID with the Astros, they canceled him. They got rid of him. I don't know why. Josh, I enjoyed having you by my side each week. It was great. It was fun. I got to carry you all season long. Unfortunately, they said his time is up. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The beginning of a new season with It's All About That Boom. Coming to you every Wednesday. I will have guests lined up. They will be beside me weekly. My phone has been blowing up off the hook. People wanting to be involved. But guys, before we get to any of those people, we want to talk about week 1 in fantasy football. And man, it's going to be an incredible week. The first game we're going to look at is Joe's guys versus Bucko Bruce. Let me tell you, Bucko Bruce, 155. Joe's guys, 146. We got a close game here, but I am going to give it to my man Darren. I think Tom Brady's going to come out Thursday night in Dallas. He's going to have his way with the Cowboys like everyone else does. And Darren, I do believe you have a stud in Najee Harris. I've tried many times to get him from you. Darren, you are my pick to win the very first game. You're going to go out and beat Joe's guys. Good for you, Darren. The second game I'm looking at today, the Freak Show, 166. The Slim Reaper, 153. Man, I think this game is going to be a little bit closer than what CBS is predicting, although that's not a bad score compared to what you're going to see with me in a minute. But I really believe Patrick Mahomes goes off. And he will carry the Freak Show to their first win of the season. And then we go to Toy Soldiers and Bolts. 163 for Toy Soldiers. Bolts at 151. I wanted to really pick you, Rob, so bad. I really did. But I think the matchups with Herbert against Washington, Taylor against Seattle, I think the matchups don't favor you this week. I like your team, but I see the Toy Soldiers racking off their very first win. So, Ed, congratulations, which leads me to probably the biggest blowout game of the year. King John, 176 points. Unheard of. Unheard of, ladies and gentlemen. Going against God's favorite champion. You heard me right. I am God's favorite champion. I am God's favorite player in this league. You want to know why? Because I am the only one out of all you guys who had the guts to take my man, Tim Tebow. I had to cut him. He got cut, but I had the guts. And so that makes me God's favorite champion. Now know this, John. You're predicted to win by 32 points. But let me tell you, I've got you predicted to win, but you know this, John. That game's going to be a lot closer than you think. And that game's going to have you sitting on the edge of your couch going crazy. Play after play after play, because you don't want to lose game 1 to God's favorite champion. Because if you do, my friend, I will have you here, and all your little school kids that you're teaching with now, I will have you here in the Boom Room, and I will dismantle your team one by one by one by one. Christian McCaffrey's not going to score 27 points. I hope he does, because I'm a Carolina fan. But he's not going to do it. And he's not going to beat me by 32 points, John. So know that right now. And John, don't let me lay the boom down on you, son. Because if it does happen, Lord have mercy. Will we have something to talk about next week? Which leads me to the next game. Tsunami, our paper champion. The one with the asterisk beside his name, the COVID champ. Oh, I can't even believe that happened. You walk around with your little rings. I get tired of seeing that little gift. I get tired of it. I know after you see this video, you'll probably this right here, and then John will come back with him strutting out of Mayflower. I get it. Tsunami predicted 167 against the Booty Thieves. My favorite team in the league other than mine, because we all like the booty. 167 to 139. Austin, I wanted to pick you so bad to win this game, but I just can't do it. Your running backs are trash. I love you to death. But Miles Sanders and Melvin Gordon just ain't gonna cut it. And so for that right there, I had to go with the Tsunami to pick up their first win, and I guess his new run of championship with another asterisk beside it. And then that leads me to, ladies and gentlemen, the boom boom game of the week. Team Hardware versus the Archangels. 165 to 161. Hardware predicted to win by 4 points. Unfortunately, Sean, I love you like a brother. You're not winning this game. With Dak hasn't played a preseason game, I don't think he's even thrown a pass. I don't trust him playing tomorrow night against that defense in Tampa Bay. I don't trust it at all. I don't trust Eckler against that defense that he's going against, I think, in Washington. I don't trust it. So for those reasons alone, Archangels picks up a win for our game of the week. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a quick first edition because I know Ed likes it quick and all that. So that is the first edition of In the...
You know it's all about the